This video has been sponsored by Dragon Ball Fever. More about it later down the video. In the last part, Goku decides to reclaim his 4-star Dragon Ball. Bulma comes along and they encounter the Red Ribbon. While Goku is fighting his way through, Bulma figures out where the headquarters is and destroys it. After that, they train their tails and Goku reunites with his grandpa Gohan before getting the last Dragon Ball. They are then sent into the wilderness by Master Roshi. In this part, we discuss Bulma's adventures on her mission to survive the wilderness, so let's continue. Goku and Bulma start their journey and they decide to split up after a while to begin their own little journey. Now, since we all know how Goku gets around, we're going to be discussing on Bulma's story and how she came about training herself in the harsh conditions of the outside. After walking for a bit, she realizes she has all her techie goodies with her, but the whole field trip Roshi began putting them through is all about becoming self-independent. So that's a new thought for Bulma, as she always makes sure she's prepared for anything, but with Saiyan blood, she's thirsty for a challenge more than her own safety. So she goes back to Roshi's island. Roshi asks what could be wrong, but Bulma brushes it off, saying that she would like a Nimbus cloud like Goku does instead of using her technology. Roshi says that it's kind of cheating as any form of transportation that aren't her legs counts as not training. Bulma is kind of relieved by that and tosses a box with capsules to Roshi, disappearing into the wild yet again. This time swimming to the opposite shore and drenching her clothes. Now, while Goku had a wonderful time traveling the world and training without noticing, Bulma had a similar experience to Goku's lifestyle before they met up. She didn't know how to hunt and thought that it was just to kill and cook up, but even though she could kill bad guys without second thought, she didn't feel comfortable to harm animals. So her first kill was very hesitant, but she managed to do it. She then didn't know how to light a fire, but did know how to get flint and a rock to create small sparks to light weeds. Before long, she had a maintained fire under a beast she has killed. She's hesitant to eat the animal, but her newly developed Saiyan stomach told her to eat up and she dug in. Before long, she ate and went to sleep. She was disgusted knowing she had to sleep on the floor, so she slept on a fur coat of the animal she killed and ate to sleep on. It was like that for the majority of her stay in the wild, and though the first one was terrible, she got used to sleeping on animal skin and eating all sorts of things. She still kept up with basic hygiene and cleaned herself, brushed her teeth with a makeshift toothbrush and paste, and continued on her way. It was like that until the second year there. She already forgot about all her gadgets and enjoyed the wild, appreciating what she didn't have all this time with phones and computers surrounding her. Before long, she ends up meeting Konkichi, whom she saved from a group of thugs. After she ran their fade, Konkichi managed to make her his friend, calling her older sister. She never had a brother, so she appreciated that. In either case, they bonded for a bit before she left the train. Konkichi watched on, seeing as some thug of her own league, but he couldn't be farther from the truth. After training, they ate, and Konkichi decided they should sleep. But Bulma decided to get out as she has to continue getting better and better for the next Tenkaichi Budokai. Konkichi doesn't understand anything about the tournament but understands the need, so they say goodbye and Bulma departs. She feels sad that she had to leave so abruptly after having a decent conversation with someone other than herself after 2 years, but it's for her own good. 2 months before Bulma went to sign up for the tournament, she has encountered a wild beast, and while she could easily fend off, she was quite sick from an infection and couldn't fend off much. That resulted in a prolonged battle where the beast bit her tail off and stomped on her. Bulma gained just enough strength to get out from under the foot and fire a Kamehameha, which pierced a hole through the beast. After eating the beast, she felt a lot more powerful than she was, and her sickness slowly went down after a month of being like that. The day of the tournament is there, and Bulma enters the plane. Goku is also there since the Konkichi incident was already handled by Bulma. While we stop here, this video has been sponsored by Dragon Ball Fever. It's a Dragon Ball fan comic done by an upcoming artist, Norlight. It's about a girl that has been saved from the experiments of Red Ribbon Army by an unexpected individual, Goku Black, who now grows a bond with the girl. Check it out using my affiliate links down below and support the work. Now let's continue with the what if. Over on the tournament grounds, drama already starts. Crane Hermit starts running his mouth to Roshi and his students. While Goku, Krillin, and the rest were confused, Bulma had none of it and walked up to the old Crane, asking for an apology right in his face. Crane then starts roasting Roshi for letting her train for his horny desires, but Bulma is so fast with her attack that not even Tien managed to see it, with her threatening all of them that there is more to her power than just his weird horniness and asks for forgiveness again. Crane is stubborn, saying that he will say his sorries if she wins. Bulma takes the challenge on, and with it, they enter the preliminaries. The tournament gang is all the same except that the man wolf isn't a part of it. The matches begin, and the first to go to town to fight are Yamcha and Tien, which we all know how that goes. Next is coincidentally Bulma and Jackie Chun. Jackie Chun already knows that she knows who he is, but he doesn't spare his power. Bulma this time evades all the tricks from the previous tournament and neck chops him right away and winning the round. Goku is surprised at Bulma's power and cannot wait to fight her. Next are Krillin and Chaozu, and that goes pretty much the same, and so does Goku's match against Pampu. However, there is a match that has been expected for quite some time, from both Turtle and Crane schools. Bulma versus Tien. Tien and Bulma start off their fight with a series of strikes and throws, with neither opponent getting a solid hit on the other. To Tien it was a test, but to Bulma it's basically a warm-up. Bulma then goes in for an assault to see what Tien is made out of, and she puts quite a bit of power into her hits. But Tien sees through that speed and evades, with him throwing a kick of his own right at Bulma. Bulma catches these hands, but sees that he's a bit more than just talk, so she gets a bit more serious. Tien then lunges at her, but Bulma catches Tien's hands and knees him in the gut before punting Tien away. Tien charges again, this time striking Bulma with his knee and punching her to the ground. Bulma gets up and strikes him back. Both fighters at this point take small breather, reassessing each other. Tien realizing that Bulma may be even stronger than Master Shen himself. Bulma asks Tien that she's pretty warmed up now and if he's ready to go all out or to get cooked and apologize for earlier. Tien is in disbelief and calls Bulma a liar and a cheat, knowing she's bluffing. Bulma calls him out on that, crossing her arms and telling him she will kick him in the liver next. Tien is getting angry and grows his four hands, going for an assault. Bulma is standing there and taking Tien's first blow, but Tien falls down to the ground eventually. Bulma is seen having blood running from her mouth, while Tien has a whole fountain of it flowing out of his, as we see Bulma casually holding the tip of her shoe in Tien's backside of the chest cavity where his liver is. Tien falls down to the ground and Bulma wins the round. Both schools sit dumbfounded that Bulma defeated Tien that fast, but Goku mentions that even he could do that, with Krillin boasting around too, but Goku calls him out for the next fight. Goku and Krillin fight goes pretty much the same as it does in canon, the only difference is that he actually managed to destroy a part of the ring. Though Goku wins easily, with Tien not being able to read any of Goku's last movements and being surprised at that. Last fight commences, Goku versus Bulma. Fight begins with some light sparring at the beginning. They then start cooking it up more and more. Bulma sees that Goku indeed hasn't been slacking off and congratulates Goku on getting to that level of power. Goku also compliments Bulma on her power, to which Bulma smirks and the battle resumes. Goku and Bulma fight pretty equally, but Bulma has more up her sleeve. Tripping Goku, she catches him in an awkward position as she shoots a ki blast right in Goku's face. Goku gets up, not finished just yet. Bulma then disappears, along with Goku, and while they were partially visible during their attacks, eventually Bulma lands a very strong gut punch which gets Goku to fall down in pain and agony. The ref starts the countdown, but Goku stands up for a second before dropping back down unconscious. Bulma wins the round, and the tournament is now over with. That done, they go feast after a nice battle. Tien changes his ways and apologizes to everyone. Goku forgot his shit over at the tournament, so Krillin goes to grab it. Though Goku and Bulma worry for the same reason. They have a gut feeling something has happened and look each other dead in the eye. They book it out of there, leaving everyone confused. They then find Krillin dead. We're continuing the series next time. While you wait for the next part, join the D23 Discord server with the vanity URL down in the description. Thank you for watching, and with that, peace out.